Hello, Victor. How are you?
I'm good.
Awesome. Now, we were told by some of the Wizard World people to talk to you. We hear that you might be the hardest working man in comics.
Who in the world would say such a brilliant thing about me?
It's an amazing quote, but I'm glad that we found you.
Yes.
I'm glad that you're not too busy right now.
No, not right now.
So that we can have this interview with you.
Yeah, I kick people off my table just for
good.
You
know what? I feel so flattered. Thank you. Yeah. So if you could just tell me a little bit about, your involvement in the comic industry.
Sure.
At different trade shows, a little bit about your work.
Yeah. So I'm a self-publisher, predominantly in the writer category. I have my own imprint, Vantage Announce Productions, where we have a range of different titles, like Wonder Care Presents The Kindergartens that I do with Justin Castaneda.
Nice.
We have Origins Unknown that I do with Jacob Newell. We have The Trouble with Love that I did with Harold Edge. And we have the Samaritan series, which is a little bit more mature. It's on the spectrum of the, naughty, almost heavy stuff that I did with Rim McKenzie.
We won't let Dan read that one.
No, he has to start with that one. That's kind of important.
Okay.
Yeah, that's kind of important.
Oh, okay.
He can't go around the kiddie stuff. We know about Dan.
See, I told you.
I'm just saying.
Every time.
I'm just saying. But no, when it comes to stuff on the con circuit itself, particularly with Wizard World, I'm a very active guy. So I do a lot of things for them, panels with them. I'll host a drink and draw, which is their after hours event on Fridays, which is a lot of fun.
How did that go last night?
Oh my God, it was brilliant.
Yeah?
Oh, you should have been there. You would have loved it. You would have loved it. Free drink. You start off right.
There's nothing wrong with a free drink.
See, that's all I'm saying. But then we get a nice, crowd interaction, both from the professional guys that are behind the table and then the folks that have been walking around, the show all day.
Yeah.
And they get to interact, have a little fun, little competition.
Yeah.
And it's great. I also do a number of panels, and tonight I will be co-hosting the costume contest in just a few minutes. So
we will for sure be there.
Yes. So I do a lot, but it's really a lot of fun. So I can't complain under any circumstances.
Tell me a little bit more, because there's definitely a lot of people in the wheelhouse, but we haven't talked to anybody in that area of being a self-publisher.
So being a self-publisher is one of the greatest jobs in the comic book industry, because there is so much work that you're doing that to actually accomplish it, you've done a phenomenal feat. It's not just a matter of drawing a book, it's not just a matter of writing a book. You're actually the person that's responsible for putting it together from start to finish. You're marketing it, you're distributing it, you're trying to get other people to know about it, and it's very grassroots. It's very, it's a humbling experience for sure, because Lord knows you don't come out of the gate, right away with a success.
Absolutely.
That's a very rare thing. But when you do actually make that connection with somebody, and somebody reads your story and they love it, or they cosplay as your character, it's so much more impacting, because you know that that's something that you built. You know? And so that's the true benefit of it, is when you've built something and that's the thing that you're known for.
It sounds like a beautifully amazing job.
Oh God, it is. It is.
Now, one thing that we've noticed here at Comic-Cons or in cosplay world or anything like that, it's really collaborative.
Yes.
What could you say a little bit about more of the collaboration that goes behind making comic books or being a part of this community?
So the collaboration aspect is something that's very important. Not everyone does it correctly at first.
Okay.
The thing to first remember, of course, is that this is seemingly a very large pond, and we're very small fish in it. But the truth is really like a smattering of people that will go around to as many shows, and you'll see the more you do it, that you get to know all of the same people.
Yeah.
And even if you don't know everybody, you know somebody that knows that guy. You know? So the collaborative nature of it is kind of inherent. Even from the point of, if I had to take off real quick, I can ask my neighbor Gavin to look at my table. Or if he has to go to the bathroom, I can look at his table. And so that's another form of collaboration that exists even beyond the page and the work that we're creating for books. But even in that level, working together has been a very interesting sort of process in the general scope of things. There's a lot of guys that have different interests. You have to look at what your goals are as a creative. There's a lot of artists that I know of that their goal is to do this professionally, full time. In the small press market, not really the best place to try to make that break, because we're limited on our funds.
Right.
So it's one of those things that you have to collaborate in a measure to know how you both can succeed. You have to communicate, you have to talk to each other, and you both have to be honest about what your actual intentions are. But it can work out really, really well when you do it. Really well.
That sounds like amazing advice. Victor, I can't thank you enough for talking with us here at Inside the Haunt Industry. I'm glad that we could meet one of the hardest working men in the comic industry. And thank you, Wizard World, for letting us, know about this wonderful, wonderful guy. And you'll be judging the costume contest.
Hosting.
Oh,
I don't judge.
Oh, okay,
I don't want to judge.
I was going to say, because we were going to judge you judging them, but I mean, I guess
you can judge me hosting.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Good. We're
yeah, I have no
really
problem
good
with
at
that.
So, well, we're going to let you get back to your booth
Okay.
here and prepare for hosting.
Thank you.
And good luck with that, and we'll see you at other cons.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Nice meeting you.
Thank you, man. Appreciate that.
Absolutely.